Hi Aquarius, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your August 2017 tarot card oracle reading with a little bit of astrology. This month is quite active astrologically, so I'm going to go over those as quickly and succinctly as possible, but there's a lot. So firstly, let's start with Mercury. Mercury is going retrograde on the 12th of August and will remain retrograde through the 5th of September. So the usual warnings with that still stick. Remember that Mercury is the god of messages is the messenger of the gods. So when Mercury is retrograde, communication can break down in a number of different ways. So everybody knows about the thing like, oh, your car breaks down or the computer won't work. Those are technological issues that can be affected by Mercury for sure. But the big one is definitely communication. And with that said, it can mean that there are mishaps with actual communication. So like I might say something to you and it'll come across or be perceived by you as completely different than I intended. That kind of shit's going to happen. Also, the mechanical or the logistics that we use, okay, whether that's pen and paper or word of mouth or the internet or Wi-Fi or what have you, those conduits for communication are likely to be affected. That also being considered, it's usually recommended, actually it is recommended, between August 12th and September 5th, when Mercury is in retrograde, that you consider holding off on any major decisions. This would be things like signing contracts to purchase a house, start school, take out a student loan, take out any large financial thing, get married, any big decision that will impact you for the next few years that you know contractually will impact you. Maybe hold off on that, because this would not be a good time to do that. Because the information is not going to be clear. Remember, we're relying on things to be communicated to you. And there tends to be smoke and mirrors and clouds and just murkiness when it comes to communication. It's not clear, it's not succinct, and it's not complete. Okay? So don't buy a car, you know, that kind of thing. You may not be getting all the details that you need to get. And with that said, when you're communicating with others, keep in mind that things may not come out correctly. So maybe double check. And then give other people, you know, cut some people some slack in your life if something they said seems kind of off. Because things are just not coming across very clearly because of this energy. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so that's the Mercury issue. And there's two eclipses that are important. The first one is a partial lunar eclipse that occurs on August the 7th at, hold on, let me double check the time here. So it happened, the full moon is in Aquarius, your sign. It is at 15 degrees Aquarius, and that occurs at 2:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the lunar eclipse occurs also at 15 degrees Aquarius, about 10 minutes after that at 2:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's a very relaxed, rational, calm, thoughtful energy. Okay? Now your ruling planets, you've got an old one and a new one, but I'll talk about both because they both are related to this eclipse in August, the solar eclipse, which I'm heading to now. On August 21st, there is a complete solar eclipse in the sign of Leo. Okay, so there's a new moon at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the sign of Leo. In fact, at the very end of Leo. And then about 5 minutes prior to that, there is a complete solar eclipse at the very end. So this is 28 degrees and 53 seconds of Leo. There's only 30 degrees in a sign. So this is the very, very end. Now this is relevant because everyone has a natal chart, right? The time and date and place you were born it can be mapped out in the stars or the planets. So every person's natal chart has a south node and a north node. These are lunar nodes, okay? The south node is what we came into this incarnation, assuming that you're on the same track as me with believing about, you know, these types of things. This incarnation, you came in with a south node, which are the things that you've mastered. So for example, I have a south node in Libra, so that means diplomacy and getting along with the other I've completely mastered coming into this lifetime. Therefore, my north node, which is directly across the natal chart, would be Aries, which means I need in this lifetime to learn assertiveness, self-confidence, acting without questioning myself too much. So the collective soul, not just individuals, but the collective soul also has a north and south node, and it varies throughout the year because the natal chart is the year, that wheel. So right now, our collective north node is in Leo. Again, these are things we need to attain to reach our highest potential in this incarnation, to make this ride on the planet worth our time, to have really learned something. And the things we need to learn are Leo attributes on the high octave. So this would be things like positivity, joy, creativity, self-expression, love, fun, confidence, not arrogance, confidence, and autonomy. Remember, they're the king and queen of the jungle. By autonomy, that really is relevant to the collective soul right now. Okay, so this is happening in Leo, this eclipse, the very end of Leo, with our collective north node in Leo. And you might ask yourself, okay, what's the big deal? Well, eclipses tend to be game changers, restart buttons, just big, impactful things can happen. So whatever's going to happen energetically around an eclipse, good or bad, is going to be magnified because of the eclipse. Okay? Here's the cool thing. There's a lot of cool attributes happening with this. So we know that we need to learn the positive and take on the positive attributes of Leo collectively. I think autonomy is a key one. Kindness, gentleness, the love and compassion that comes with higher octave Leo, and autonomy related to that. Okay? Self-governance, I mean. With that, there are also very nice aspects occurring with two heavy hitters. One is your ruling planet. So Uranus is your ruling planet. The sun, the ruler of Leo, in the sign of Leo, where the eclipse is occurring, and the north node is in Leo, is making a beautiful, but I'm talking about the sun here, is a positive energy in a positive sign, making a positive aspect with your ruling planet Uranus. So Uranus at the moment, your ruling planet, is in the sign of Aries, and it means it's energized. Aries is a very high energy, fast-moving, fast-paced energy. Uranus is unexpected changes. Anything can happen. He's kind of like that. It's kind of like Loki. Like, ah, what happens if I do this? You know, that kind of energy. So with the sun making a positive aspect called a trine with Uranus in Aries, we can expect to see unexpected changes. Things that are going to make us go, what? Did that really just happen? And fast. So, and it's going to happen on the macrocosm because of the north node being in Leo, meaning it's going to happen to humanity, particularly the macrocosm in the West over here, the United Kingdom and the United States. Something big is going to happen. I'm not the only person saying this. There's a lot of people that are saying this. Another lovely aspect that's occurring, and I'm sorry I'm belaboring this, but it is important. Your other ruling planet, Saturn, is retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius, and the moon is making a very lovely aspect, a trine, once again, with Saturn. Now, Saturn is restriction, rules. So when I think of Saturn, I think of like IRS, the government, the cops, that kind of thing. When I think of the moon, I think of unknown things, intuition, spirituality, emotions. When a lovely trine like this is happening with a restrictive energy and a fluid energy, it's almost like the moon, I've been saying this, using this analogy a lot, but it's like the moon is buttering up Saturn. So if Saturn is a really stingy old guy that says, get off my lawn, this is the nice neighbor next to it that says, oh, but they're kids. Let them have fun. That's the dynamic that's kind of working out here. And with that happening, and with the Uranus trine with the sun, I really believe that we're going to be seeing some unexpected changes. Now, anything that's unexpected and fast-moving can feel uncomfortable at first. So we might see these changes and go, what the fuck? What's going to happen? But fear not, hang in there, because I really do believe that these changes that are going to occur are going to help us in the long run. They are going to serve us, humanity collectively, in the long run. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, the other thing is your other ruler, Saturn, is in a retrograde status too, and will be for a while. So retrograde Saturn is revisiting the way things have always been done. So that's another interesting aspect for all of these trines to happen with, is that if it's already reconsidering how things have always been done, it's already using its brain to think, well, maybe it's not really rational to have such a heavy criminal charge put on someone who just had a marijuana possession of an ounce or something like that. Is that really reasonable and rational? So Saturn's already thinking about how the status quo is working. And with this trine and this Uranus aspect and the moon aspect, I think it's going to be big changes for the better for everyone. So keep your eyes peeled. All right, sorry, it's gone on a long time. Let's get on with your reading. So I'm going to do a 3-card pull based on the supernal triangle, the top 3 sephira or placements of your respective tree of life. So if you follow the Kemetic tree of life, this would be Amen Asur, Tahuti, and Sekert. If you follow the Kabbalistic tree of life, this would be Keter, Hokmah, and Binah. For the purposes of psychology, just for everyday talk, this would be the superconscious, the conscious, and the subconscious mind. So what God Source is going to tell you, what you have on your mind already, and what dreams, symbols, aha, flash moments that occur are telling you. Keep an eye out for. Just more wisdom that may not be as obvious, but will be coming to you regardless. All right, so Aquarius, ruled by Uranus and Saturn. The intellect, the detached, the humanitarian. With all of these aspects occurring with the ruling planets of Aquarius, and the South Node being in Aquarius, the eclipse happening, the solar eclipse happening in Leo, and of course the lunar eclipse happening in your sign of Aquarius. What would you like us to know? What should Aquarius know for August 2017? This is the Morgan Greer deck. It's a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck. What is superconscious? What does God, Source, and Spirit want Aquarius to know for August 2017? There we go. You got the Fool in reverse tool, and your other Saturn-ruled counterpart Capricorn also had God talking to them about the Fool. This is actually your card. Every zodiac sign has a major arcana card associated with it, as well as a court card, and yours is the Fool, which is a beautiful card. The Fool is the newborn soul about to take its first steps in any endeavor. You got it in reverse, as did Capricorn, which it tells me that you are approaching some endeavor thinking you already have all the answers. It's not a full-blown arrogance, and you may not even be aware that you're doing this, but you may be acting based upon things you think you know about a situation or an endeavor that you're about to embark on, and you don't. Okay? Spirit's making that clear right here. All right? Let's find out what's on your mind. Whoa. Talking to you. So you got the 6 of Wands in reverse. That is victory in reverse. Looks like you're fearing some kind of failure, maybe. Or you perceive a loss of victory. You feel like you've been defeated, perhaps. Let's see what subconscious says. Oops. This is a general reading, so hopefully it fits somebody. Here we go. Everything's in reverse, so take note of that. All right. So we already know that the Fool in reverse has to do with you moving headlong into something thinking that you have all the answers and you don't. Now, what's on your mind is a perceived non-victory. I don't want to say failure or loss. It's either perceived non-victory or not yet attained victory. Six of Swords. Six is a harmonious number. It's Tifereth in the Tree of Light, or Heru in the Kemetic Tree of Life. So it's about this. It's about the sun. It's about the heart when you put it up to the body, or the solar plexus when you put it up to the body. So it's a very positive energy. So it looks as though you've, and this may be the endeavor. So over here we've got a Knight of Cups. Knights are movement energies, and there are three types of zodiac signs. There's cardinal, mutable, and oh, speak Amy, fixed. You're a fixed sign. What you have over here in the subconscious mind is the Knight of Cups, which is a Pisces, but it's a lower octave Pisces. So this could either be an energy of a person, and usually this means it's a person, a Pisces that you know. You're being told whatever this victory or non-victory or delayed victory that you think is occurring here, you're moving into something and making a decision about a situation, a loss of something, or a victory that's delayed, but you don't have all the facts. Another thing about Pisces, on its lower octave, it can be, I don't want to flat out say a liar, but deceptive. Neptunian energy is evasive. It's fluid and ever-changing. And I'm not saying Pisces are bad people. They're very spiritual people. But on a lower octave, they can be deceptive. They're also ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. So Jupiter blows things out of proportion sometimes on a lower octave, and Neptune is evasive and deceptive. So because this is over here in the subconscious, you're being told here that you don't have all the facts about some perceived delay of joy, delay of victory, delay of movement in a goal that you have, maybe even in a relationship. So if this is personal and this is a relationship, because I believe this is a person, and this is definitely you thinking you know, but you don't. You don't have all the answers. You're going to have to do some digging here, because this person is not being forthright. If this is a personal situation that's on your mind, you're feeling that you might be at fault, but this person's making you feel that way. This is a personal relationship, a friendship, a love, a family situation. This lower octave Pisces, Piscean energy, but probably a Pisces, is deflecting something to make you think that you're at fault in whatever this is. And you're believing that that's the case. Because apparently their argument's very convincing. But I would advise you to look again, because this energy is deceptive. Now, if this is a job or a creative endeavor, an artistic endeavor, once again, you're being misled. So if you are, particularly with Mercury retrograde, if this is a creative endeavor and you're about to make a big decision about your career, and this is your career, and you're feeling that you need to do something or make something happen that's your own fault, so you've been told to make this, in other words, something that you haven't done or something that you're lacking to make this happen, that this person's going to fulfill, is bullshit. You're being lied to here. I'm going to get some clarification on this, and I'm going to pull from the Norse runes. What's this Six of Wands in reverse for Aquarius? What's the situation, or can I get some clarity on what the situation might be, or the situation status that's on the mind of Aquarius as it relates to this Pisces? Perdro. No, is that right? Yeah. No, that's Beork. Hold on. so bad with this. I apologize. Hold on. I know that's upright, and I'm pretty sure that's Bayark. No, that is Perdro. All right. Sorry, guys. Yours is running really long. If you haven't hung up already or disconnected or stopped watching. Yeah, okay. That totally brings this home. Give this a little bit of time here before you make a decision, particularly with Mercury in retrograde. Perdro in the upright, something hidden is about to come to light, possibly unexpected gains. So this may not be nefarious. This may just be someone not telling you everything or not revealing everything. So they may not be doing it to be an asshole. This may be an energy or a situation where they can't or they don't know. But whatever, this Neptunian energy of evasiveness and non-clarity, which is, you know, fitting for the Mercury retrograde, non-clarity and at times deceptiveness is keeping a cloud cover over the real situation here. So you think you know the answer here. So what I would urge you to do, because something's about to come to light, is to watch very closely, Aquarius. Okay? Don't think you've got the answers, because this is not all clear right now. This is someone specifically, if not all. I don't know, but this is definitely someone, because this is very strong. Something is going to come to light. You have to be watching for the signs. So you really have to be listening. Take your ego, take your perception of what you think has occurred out of it, and look with fresh eyes and watch for signs of the actual reality, because something's about to come to light about whatever this is. Relationship, creative endeavor, work, whatever deceptiveness or evasiveness, the cloud's going to lift and you're going to see things for the way they really are. I just ask that you keep an open mind. Don't think you've already know it. Don't make your decision already. Okay? All right. Sorry. That was long. I hope it helps someone. My computer's about to run out of battery life, so I had better say adieu. This again was a general reading, so if it didn't ring true to you, feel free to email me at memes@hotmail.com, and we can set up a reading for you specific to your questions or your life situation. If you have questions or comments about the reading, please feel free to put that in the comment section below. Elsewise, I will see you again at the lunations for the new and full moon and the eclipses occurring respectively. So have a very good have a very good August. Write out the eclipse energy as best you can. I know you will. And please, please, please don't think you know it all. Let the clouds disappear so you can see the truth, because something's coming to light here for someone. All right. Take care, Aquarius.